we are on the road to Bitcoin adoption in India. And we're going to be hearing it from Ray Youssef, who's a co-founder and CEO of Paxful. He's been a serial entrepreneur since 2001, and he's also making Bitcoin accessible, having launched hashtag Built with Bitcoin, the charitable initiative that aims to show the humanitarian capabilities of Bitcoin. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, time to actually understand more and more, bit by bit, as we understand a little more about Bitcoin adoption in India, featuring Ray Youssef. So let's hear it from Mr. Youssef.
Hi, I'm Ray Youssef, CEO and co-founder of Paxful. Paxful is a people-powered marketplace for money transfers. By buying and selling Bitcoin, our 7 million users around the world are able to do nearly anything with their money, move it anywhere they want, pay a bill anywhere, receive money anywhere, and to make money, to make profit through arbitrage. It's an incredible new achievement, this people-powered economy that we have, and it's only growing more and more in prominence as the world continues to fracture and divide with all the recent developments. But one of the brightest, shiniest glimmers of hope on the horizon is India and the people of India and their incredible business acumen. I'm a human being, and I like to start with human stories. I want to tell you about one amazing user on Paxful and from India. But first, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a first-generation Egyptian-American immigrant. I learned how to do business in my parents' newsstand in Columbus Circle, and it was always about dealing with people. And to me, Bitcoin is about people. Paxful is a people-powered fintech platform for money transfers. We use Bitcoin as a kind of clearing layer to enable anyone to transact freely in any which way they want around the world. Paxful means peace in Latin, so it just means a promise of a more peaceful world when we can all transact freely. Free trade creates wealth, wealth can create peace, because we're all happy. So India has seen tremendous growth in peer-to-peer, just at we've experienced 110% in user growth just this January. Last year, we saw 60% revenue growth, taking India to be our second biggest market by volume, including margins. The margins are quite high in India, as they are in new economies where people are starting to figure out Bitcoin. But the great news is that the Indian people have figured it out, and they are leading the way in a most amazing way. The peoples of Africa, the youth of Nigeria, for example, they've really pioneered Bitcoin as a means of moving money around the street because they're so blockaded. In India, it's slightly different, but the energy is the same, if even greater. The Indian people use Bitcoin for investments. Gold is a huge investment vehicle in India. And now Bitcoin is also becoming an investment vehicle. People are seeing that it's gold that you can actually move around and trade with each other. And they're beginning to actually leverage arbitrage, meaning they'll find someone that needs a service and they'll fulfill that service. The beautiful thing about Bitcoin and a peer-to-peer marketplace like Paxful is that allows people in India or anywhere else to access liquidity anywhere in the world. And some Indian users have done so with tremendous success. I'm very proud to say that one of our Indian users, he started off about 3 years ago with $3 of Bitcoin. He started selling Bitcoin and buying Bitcoin at margins of anywhere from 10 to 20%, very small trader in the beginning. And now, 3 years later, he's our #1 trader with a yearly volume of $60 million. This is tremendous. This is a beautiful success story that warms my heart and is indicative of the power of peer-to-peer finance. When you give people, real human beings, the ability to trade freely, and you allow their business sense to create value and wealth around them, you get massive success stories like this, and it's just the beginning. There'll be 100, 1,000, maybe even 1 million people like this fellow on Paxful, all fighting for the #1 spot. And I believe that the vast majority of them will be coming from India. I don't think the world has seen a growth like we're going to see in India. So this is a pretty special time in the world. We're seeing a division of West and East, what I like to call the global South. You've got the peoples of Eurasia, the BRICS nations, of which India is included, that are going to have to be building their own financial systems and rails in order to access liquidity around the world, since the Western systems will continue to become more fractionalized through sanctions. What's going to happen here? Human ingenuity is going to explode and come to the fore. And the reason it can do so is because there is a value of monetary transmission that does not require any permission. Any human being can use it. If you have a cell phone or a computer, access to the internet, you can open up a Bitcoin wallet. You can log on to a service like Paxful.com. You can start buying and selling Bitcoin. You can start solving problems for people. You can build your own business, whether it's your own little version of Western Union or PayPal. This is the power afforded to real human beings right now. The ability to transact freely, to create true free trade. And true free trade creates wealth. And when there is wealth, there's no need to fight. We're looking at the potential for a very prosperous and peaceful world. And with over 1.5 billion Indians, with the tremendous business acumen and fire that the Indian people have, I think the world is going to be shocked in a very pleasant way. Perhaps some people won't appreciate seeing all these folks in the global South succeed so wildly, but I know I'm going to appreciate it. I'm going to love it. I think everyone else will too. So I look forward to coming to India again and enjoying the immense hospitality of the Indian people and connecting with our users on the ground. Everything that we have learned about this business has been through our users. We just put out this open-ended peer-to-peer marketplace that's kind of like a Swiss Army knife for money, but we really didn't understand how people would use it. But the peoples of India, the peoples of Africa, the entire global South have taken this thing, this tool, and found a way for it to solve every single financial problem they have, and to make money doing so by starting their own businesses. As an entrepreneur, there's nothing more beautiful than that. Human ingenuity, potential, and ambition unlocked, and given a vehicle to define itself and to create wealth for everyone around us. That is beautiful. That is a miracle. Miracles are the way things ought to be. So as hard as things may get in the world in the next few months and perhaps years, there's a very bright spot on the horizon right now with Bitcoin and the peoples of India and peer-to-peer in general. So I encourage everyone to watch this space, encourage everyone to go to India and meet the incredible peer-to-peer traders there that are changing, defining the financial landscape. This is a whole new era for human ingenuity and entrepreneurship. Now that the money system is taken back into the hands of the people, we're not going to be reliant on bankers that can say no, seize our funds, and cut us off at the whim. Human beings are taking power into their own hands. And I'm very proud and honored to have the Indian people leading that charge and to be a part of it. Paxful will be making a new continued investment in India. We'll be going there, boots on the ground, connecting with the amazing users and listening to them and learning from them, and extending our educational initiatives as well. Built with Bitcoin Foundation is something I started 5 years ago. Our mission is to build 100 schools around the world. We've built 7 so far. I welcome having some of those in India. It's a vast country with a tremendously diverse population, and I look forward to going there very soon. Respect, love, and honor to the people of India. You are leading the way, and we are watching and learning. Thank you.